What's good, everybody? It's your boy J Rock over here at J Rock Fitness, and as you can see from the title of the video, excuse me, today I'm going to be talking about an update on my treatment. It's going to be week number 2 for me, and I'm also going to be giving y'all the pros and cons, okay, of being on TRT. All right, but really based off of my opinion on what the pros and cons are, because I might leave some stuff out. And that's because that stuff is really not that important to me, or I forgot it. It's one or the other, but mostly it's just I don't feel those are that important to me personally. All right, so let's get into the video. All right, so this is week number 2 of being on TRT for you, boy, and I've definitely noticed that I'm more hungry. I'm definitely more hungry. I want to eat everything. All right, I'm trying to eat everything. Nah, that's not the case. You know, you really gotta pay attention. That's one of the cons. But yeah, I am super hungry for random reasons. But yeah, that's definitely one of the things I noticed. My second week being on TRT, I definitely have more motivation, more clarity. All that is going to continue to increase as I continue my journey being on TRT. So nothing really drastic changed yet. You don't get most of the drastic changes till about 3 or 4 months, okay, being on TRT. So the only really big notice has been feeling more hungry all the time, okay, and I'll leave it at that. All right. Oh, and I definitely got the syringe thing down now, finally. All right, I don't want to say finally because it's only week 2, but the reality is getting that syringe part down it's very serious. So I'm glad I got it down pat now. All right, I'm good with my injections. All right, still a little bit of struggle. All right, but I'm good. All right, so let's get into pros and cons, in my opinion. Let's get into these pros and cons. So let's talk about the cons first. And I got a little sheet because there's a lot. All right, I got a paper because there's a lot. So con number 1 to me, all right, aggressiveness. All right, now I played sports. All right, I played football. All right, so I'm already kind of like a naturally aggressive guy. Everybody says you got to be a different kind of person to play football. That is correct. Okay, that is correct. Anybody who's played football, you know you got to be a different kind of animal to play football. It's just the reality of it. It's a warrior type sport. Is what it is. All right. So yeah, I'm worried about the aggressiveness getting out of control for me. So that's a con for me because I don't want to freaking be out of control. I haven't reached that level yet. I don't think I'm ever going to reach that level. So it's still a con though. I don't want to be out here roid raging. I'm not on roids. It's just what it is. All right, even though roid rage is kind of fake to me, so that's a different story. All right, so yeah, number 2, heart issues. Okay, understand that when you're on TRT, you can develop some serious heart problems. All right, so I'm definitely worried about that. It's very important to get your blood checked, you know, every 4 months. That's what me and my doctor have set up, every 4 months. So it's important to get your blood work done, peeps. It's very important. So yeah, number 2, heart issues. I'm definitely worried about that. Definitely a con. All right, number 3, estrogen. Okay, having increased estrogen. All right, that naturally happens. Okay, some testosterone, when you're on testosterone replacement therapy, gets turned into estrogen. All right, so I was given an A1 inhibitor. All right, if you don't know what that is, look it up, peeps. But it helps lower estrogen in your body. All right, but there's a lot of side effects. All right, it makes you feel dizzy, nauseous all day, and other shit. I'm like, bro. Excuse my language, but I'm like, I'm not fucking taking this. I'll take this if I absolutely have to, but I'm not taking this. And I also looked online about natural ways to keep my estrogen levels down. All right, so just to give you all quick 3 examples. A good diet, exercise, and eating a ton of broccoli. All right, helps keep your estrogen levels down. All right, so I chose to do that naturally. If I absolutely have to take my freaking A1 inhibitor, I will, but I want to avoid it as much as possible. All right, I got on TRT to feel better, okay, not feel worse. All right, peeps. All right. So number 4 on our cons list is gyno. All right, I definitely do not want no gyno, and I'm sure a lot of guys feel the same way. All right, you don't want to have no freaking gyno, but that's one of the symptoms of being on TRT. All right. All right. Number 5 I have right here is this could be a pro and a con. So it's kind of, I'll put it for both of them. Lifestyle change. Okay, you have to change what you're doing. All right. If you don't pay attention, okay, to what you're doing while you're on TRT, you get the heart problems. Okay. So what I mean by that is, okay, you're eating okay. To be honest, you gotta start eating better. The better you eat on testosterone, and the better you eat in life in general, yeah, the healthier you're gonna be. But really, mainly a lot. Okay, times that by 2. Okay, when you're on testosterone, okay, you really have to pay attention to what you're taking into your body being on testosterone. You really do. Or you get back to my number 2, like I just said, heart problems. You're going to develop a lot of heart issues, okay? So it's a lifestyle change, okay? And that's a con because it's like I said, it's a constant, okay? Constant watch of what you're doing, okay? Constant watch of what you're eating. A constant watch of how much sodium you're taking in your body. It's involved with eating, but like it's a constant watch of what you're doing, okay? So that can be exhausting. But I mentally prepared myself for that. All right. Money. Okay. A lot of insurances do not pay for TRT treatment. They do not. Okay. So odds are you're probably going to pay for it out of pocket. So yeah, the money adds up, peeps. The money adds up. So again, you need to be prepared for this for the long haul. All right. Of course, one of my cons is injections. All right, like I said before, I'm not a big fan of needles, but so injections is definitely a con for me because I have to do injections currently right now. I'm hoping to move on to topical cream at some point during my journey here. But yeah, injections definitely a con for me. Like I said, I just hate needles. So, and a lot of people will say that's a con too. All right, so my last con, okay, lifelong use. Yeah, I said it, lifelong use, okay? All right, that's why being on TRT should be a last resort, okay? Because the odds are you're gonna be on this shit for the rest of your life or until you just hit 70, because that's my plan. When I hit 70 and I don't know, I guess I'm throwing in the towel in life. I don't know. It sounds depressive as shit, but that's just the reality of it. So I'm hitting 70 and I don't want to take it anymore. Then I'm not going to take it anymore. It's just what it is. And I have to deal with, I don't know, I have to deal with the results of it, I guess. Just the reality of it. So yeah, once you start it, that's it. You're on TRT for the rest of your life. I know I've seen people talk about how you can get off and be just fine, but that's far few in between, whatever the hell that saying is. Yeah. So be prepared for lifelong use is what I'm going to say. All right. So that's definitely a con. All right. It's the lifelong use. All right. So let's talk about some pros, peeps. Let's talk about some pros. I don't want this video to get too long, but it is what it is. All right. This is important stuff in my opinion. All right. So let's talk about the pros. Clear head. All right. Talked about this before. Having a clear head. All right. Nothing's better than being like zoned in and like being like, boom, I got this shit. Nothing's better than that. All right. I'm not going to lie. All right. The libido. Again, this is stuff I haven't got to yet. The libido is going to be nice once it starts getting going for your boy. All right. All right. Weight loss. Okay. The weight loss is definitely going to be great. Okay. Because I feel like I've had a spare tire on me that I just can't get off because of my testosterone has been so low, and it's just like it's been stuck on me. All right. So the weight loss is definitely going to be a pro. All right. when it comes to being on TRT. All right, motivation. I talked about that. Motivation's 100%. That's what makes a man really, the motivation of going out there and conquering the world. All right, definitely a pro. The increased muscle mass. All right, definitely, a pro. All right, so those really are the main pros to me as far as being on TRT. The libido, the feeling better, the weight loss, muscle gain, all that stuff. Those are all the pros to me. All the other stuff, if there is anything really else to really talk about as far as a pro being on TRT, then somebody go ahead and put it down in the comments for me, because to me that's pretty much it, to be honest. Some people talk about, I will say, a con that I don't have on here that a lot of people talk about. For me, it's kind of like 50-50, is the hair loss, okay? Losing hair. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be bald, but like, if I'm gonna be bald, it is what it is. I can care less, to be honest. So it's not really a con for me, but I get it. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. It is kind of a con. I don't want to be bald, but like, if I have to be, yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it, peeps. To be honest, when you're going, well, damn, there's more negatives than positives being on TRT. I mean, the main positives of being on TRT is the reason why a lot of guys go on TRT, okay? Again, if you don't feel like doing nothing with your life because your testosterone's so low, I mean, you should get on it. It's just the reality of it. All right. When you feel like crap every single day and you don't want to do shit and you have all those, symptoms of low T, then you think to yourself, well, the cons are worth it. And that's where I'm at, peeps. That's where I'm at. Like I said, TRT should be a last resort. It should be the absolute last choice that you make. Try everything that you can do before, you decide to do it, peeps. The reality is I could have ate better and exercised better and I still would have had low T, okay? Again, my stuff was at 130. All right, okay, so I've already been exercising like crazy, all right, and it's still at 130. Okay, so exercise is not going to help me. Okay, so I can eat a little bit better. All right, so what? It's going to increase me what? Being generous here, it's going to increase me 100. Okay, 100 points. Now I have a 230. Guess what, peeps? That is still low. That is still extremely low. So, yeah, the reality is it was either hop on the TRT or go through my life feeling like crap. And I'm 35. I'll pass. All right. So, yeah, that's the video, peeps. That is the video. I know it's kind of long, but, it's interesting stuff if you don't know. I will throw this out there that I am not doing this to be a meathead, all right? I'm not sitting here taking 600 milligrams a week. I'll make sure I reiterate this, all right? I am doing this to feel normal. I am doing this to feel like you guys who have normal testosterone levels, all right? So, yeah, last resort. All right, so thanks for watching, all right? J-Rock Fitness. Peace out.